So the 2026 Formula One regulations are set to shake up the sport significantly next year. Some people love the idea of things changing around. Some people are critical of the fact that we are potentially going to get one team that dominates again rather than things being very competitive like they are now. Although, of course, McLaren are rather walking away with things so far in 2025. Now, some people have voiced their frustration at these regulations. Some people have very much said they are good. Adrian Newey, for example, the new lead designer at the Aston Martin Formula One team, was initially critical of these regulations, but now says he's looking forward to the challenge. And one of the drivers as well for Aston Martin, Lance Stroll, has also voiced his frustration now about these regulations. It's fair to say that Stroll is not a fan. Some cynics will say that he's getting his excuses in early ahead of next year. But let's have a look at what everybody's favourite Canadian Formula One driver, the only one in the sport right now, has had to say about this. Full article on the F1Chronicle.com as always. Lance Stroll has joined the list of Formula One drivers expressing disappointment with the 2026 regulations, but his own team simulator drivers suggest the reality may be improving. I've driven it in the simulator and that's why I'm a bit sad, the Canadian told AS. It's a shame that in Formula One we're opting for electrical power and have to reduce all of the downforce to support battery power. It would be fun to see the cars that are light, agile, fast, and have a lot of downforce. To put it simply, it would be less of a science project about a battery-powered championship and more of a Formula One racing series. Don't worry, I'll come back to that quote at the end. That's an interesting one. I think a lot of drivers can agree with that, and I don't think that some of them can talk about it for political reasons. Stroll added, "It's exciting to think about the cars that can be louder, lighter, and not so focused on energy or batteries. That's not very racing friendly." However, Aston Martin Formula 2 driver and simulator tester Jack Crawford indicated that recent work behind the scenes has brought significant improvements. There's been a lot of evolution with both the power unit and the chassis, he said. It's not totally representative of how the car will feel come round one in Australia, but it gives us a good idea. I've never helped develop a power unit before. It's fascinating to see the progress we're making based on our wind tunnel data and the work with Honda. Honda, Aston Martin's 2026 engine partner, is believed to be pursuing a different technical path to other manufacturers. Team CEO Andy Cowell recently said the chassis and power unit already fit like a glove. While Red Bull and the FIA have debated reintroducing simpler V8 engines, Honda remains a key backer of the 2026 hybrid formula. And indeed, as of course, are Mercedes and also Audi on top of that as well. So yeah, interesting how he says it's a bit like a science project. It's not really about racing. Well, I don't know, Stroll. I mean, you think about all these boffins behind the scenes that are helping to design the cars. Is it not a science project in a sense? I know what he's saying. The ultimate aim of racing is to, race. It's to make things entertaining. It's to have competition there. And it shouldn't always purely be about the technical aspects of things. But Formula One, whether we like this decision or not, was always going to go down this path because it's trying to get net zero for 2030. They're never going to do that with the V6 engines that we have at the moment. They are very impressive. They are technical marvels and they have come on leaps and bounds over the last 11 years that we've had them in Formula One, but they will never be able to achieve anything like that. So they have to go for something ambitious like 50-50 distribution between internal combustion power and electrical power. And I remember we had the same discussions before the V6 engines came in, and yeah, it was a rough couple of years in a sense, but the teams got on top of it very, very quickly. Mercedes, they were on top of it from day one pretty much. Ferrari and Renault, they eventually caught up. Honda were terrible at first, but eventually they caught up. And now with the exception of Renault, all those teams are relatively equal in terms of power, I would say. I mean, there's not a lot between it really. So I don't have a problem with it. I do think that change is needed in a sense with Formula One because it's been so long with these regulations. I do think it'd be a bit of a shame in a sense, you're going to get teams that are miles clear of the others. But like I said, McLaren are absolutely walking it right now. They're winning most races with a 1-2 finish by about 30 seconds. They'll probably do the same thing around Spa this weekend too. And as a McLaren fan, I love that. But also, if I wasn't a McLaren fan, it'd be awful. It was never the most entertaining watching Hamilton win every week for Mercedes or Verstappen win every week for Red Bull. It never is, really. But yeah, let me know what you think about this in the comments below, guys. Is Formula One doing the right thing by moving towards these new engines, these new power units that have much more emphasis on the electrical side of things than the ones currently do? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe as always, and have a great day within the world for today, guys. And we'll see you very soon.